Now, throw it back in. Notice how much orange it's gotten. Alrighty. Make some more. Usually with this one I get about five shots. And by the time it's done, it's done. Okay, give me a second here. Okay, what we did was we sort of cut in between the segments, so if there's a little bit of a blip, don't worry about it. This particular load gave me 5 sequences to do over and over. So this was the 5th one. We're done. This is, as you can see, it's a lot more orangey. It's extracted a lot more. You can see it. It almost looks as potent as that one. Now this is a concentrate because we added water to it and we got it from the fiber. This is an actual juice. The juice comes directly from the carrot. The properties are going to be the same, except they may be a little bit stronger in this one as opposed to this one, because it's like a first pressed olive or first pressed anything. You always get most out of that first batch, and that's what we've done here. Now what I'm showing you here is not to waste your carrot, okay? Especially for those of you who have cancer, those of you who are fighting viral infections, skin irritations. I myself am constantly fighting with metals coming out of my skin. They come out all the time because of my exposure to the automotive sector, exposure to radiation, and a lot of other things. So my skin will clear up after a couple of days and then stuff will start coming out again. So I use stuff like this to help myself regenerate and grow new stuff. Now, this is my production manager Dave wanted me to validate with everybody. We're going to see the difference. You almost get double. Okay? Double. There's not a heck of a lot of difference in the color. We've extracted and extruded both. Now, here's colloidal gold. Show you a neat little trick. You can put it all in there and blend it up if you like, or as you use it, take your dropper. Okay, I estimate whatever. You can pour this one if you want, or you can pour that one, or you can do a half and half, or you can drink that all and put this in the fridge and drink it when needed. Now, fermentation plays a key role here.
But do not mix the colloidal gold right into the source?
You can. You can do it that way as well. There's no set rule on that one. You can put it right in directly if you want, blend it up. You know, drink it. I do it as I use it. I do it that way. I will let this stuff sit for a couple days. Okay? I want the fermentation process to happen. I want the beta-carotene content to become a little higher. I want some of the carotenoids in it to be released more. I want the sugars to go down. Carrots have a lot of sugar in them. Now when we juice them this way, we do release those sugars. So for some of you, it may not be a good thing, but if you let it sit for 2 or 3 days, and even in the fridge, it will ferment a little bit. It'll break some of those sugars down. And that's what we want. We want the stuff that's going to be the higher end antioxidant content. Now, let's say you're having problems with digestion. Get a digestive enzyme. Full spectrum. When you look at a digestive enzyme, make sure it's in a USP measurement or an FCC measurement. If it just gives you a milligram strength and that's all, leave it on the shelf. Don't waste your money. You have no idea what you're getting. This one, for instance, is giving me amylase per 3 capsules. Now, I'll also read the serving size. Per 3 capsules is giving me 60,000 USP units. On the proteins, it's giving me almost 50,000. It's got a little bit less. But that's per 3. So if you divide that up, okay, that's approximately 16 to 17,000 USP units, which is basically a weak way of doing it. Some of you don't need a whole lot. Now when you're doing stuff like this, you don't need a high-end enzyme, because this is very enzymatic to begin with. And they'll actually work more effectively. The other thing you're going to want to do, I'm in my laboratory today, haha, add gelatin to the mix. Okay, add gelatin to the mix. Teaspoon. Throw a teaspoon and stir it up. Carries it into the system. Okay? Some of you, like me, may have toxic metals. Here's an oral chelation. It has EDTA in it. Combine that with the enzymes. It'll break down those properties a lot quicker. You got blood clots, it'll dissolve them, especially the two of them together. You've got any kind of impediments going on as a result of diabetes or some other problem, congestive arteries, these will break it down. This one, it has specifically garlic, which also is a chelator, iodine or kelp, capsaicin, which actually carries everything through the system. It has a magnesium citrate, which is also a binder, quercetin, which is a binder, and malic acid, which allows better penetration into the tissues. Combine them with B1, and all of a sudden you're going to feel like Superman. You're going to have strength in the lower extremities, and you're going to have less pain in the feet, and you're going to feel the circulation. Now, you made it with this. This is what I call a synergistic combination. Okay? Used for fighting cancers, used for restoring the cells, used for the brain, for prevention, used for digestion, used for rebuilding the intestinal tract. The list goes on. Alright, I just showed. Now, the final segment. We got this left over. Aha! This becomes this. Carrot powder. Okay? What you do is you take this, put it in a toaster oven or an oven. Put it in an oven, just put your light bulb on. Put it underneath it. Stir it up every couple hours. Eventually it'll dry it down. Once it dries down, it becomes a powder, or it will become clumpy. Put it in a blender and get a powder. Then take that, what's left over, and run it through a sieve to get the finest you can get it. Again, it doesn't have to be exact, right? And then when you get done, you can make a formula like I did, using turmeric, paprika, and carrot. High-end antioxidants, which at a health food store will cost you a fortune. Which at a grocery store, if you went and bought the individual spices, will cost you a fortune. This costs you a couple bucks. Put this on your eggs. The yolk, not the white, the yolk. Eat the yolk. Put this on your meat. Put this on your fish. Mix it in with your garlic, or mix it in with your yogurt. Nothing says you can't. All right, you got it all. So till the next segment, share the health. Remember, Agenda 21 is still coming. See you next time.